I hope at this point that you have an understanding on how to begin to start strengthening your core in two of the activities that you do every day, sitting and standing. We need to go from sitting to thinking about sitting. And from standing to thinking about standing. I know it's hard to remember to do this, and you can't do it every second of the day, but the secret is that you can be doing it as you're sitting at your desk, because you forget, and then you remember, and you forget, and you remember, and forget, and remember, and forget, but remember, and forget, and remember. And as you do that, forgetting and remembering, you're beginning to strengthen your core. Just making the conscious effort to remember to hold the proper posture in your sitting and standing positions daily is the beginning to strengthening your core. I've come up with some simple exercises that's going to help you strengthen your core, increase your flexibility, and it'll actually eliminate those chronic aches and pains. They could be done just about anywhere. I like to start in the seated position so that we can learn how to strengthen the thorax and using the muscles to hold our thorax up, and then I'll show you how to do them in the standing position when we start incorporating the lower body being more responsible for balancing the thorax. The first exercise I call bar behind butt. Simply put, we're going to take the bar and we are going to put it right back here at our glutes, at our butt. Now you can see my arms are apart here. My hands are actually facing forward. Now the distance between my arms is going to depend on where this bar is. Let me show you from behind. We're going to take the bar. You could use a broomstick. This is actually an extended stick, a broomstick that slides out, because some of you may need a longer stick. So find a stick that's long enough for you. I'm going to take the bar and I'm going to put it right here at my butt. Now I'm going to eventually push forward, and I'm actually going to push my butt up against the bar. So you see, if my arms are too close together, it's going to roll under, and if my arms are too far apart, it's going to roll up. So that's the important part, is that you have the bar, so it's right there at the center of your butt. Like so. Okay, so I'm holding on to that bar. I'm actually kind of pushing my chest through and staying nice and tall and having that rib cage out. This is actually stretching the front of my shoulders and my chest. I'm sure you can really feel that. I like to start out in this position because the next position that I show you, some of you may not be able to get into yet. So just working on this, if this is all you can do right now, you hold this position. Don't forget, you want to have your nose in line with your crotch too. I'm sitting in my H posture. Here I'm a little wider than H posture because I'm going to be supporting myself on this ball, and the seat's a little more round. So you can see I can feel a nice big stretch. You hold that for 10 seconds. Now if you're able to hold this comfortably, we can go on to the next step. So I hold this. Now what I'm going to want to do is push with my center heel, sliding my butt back. So I'm pushing my butt against the against the bar, and then pull forward, pulling with the heels. So I inhale as I go down, push with the heels, slide my butt up against the bar, inhale as you go down, blow out, pull with the heels, exhale as you come up. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. Now it's important that you're using those heels because you're really going to feel yourself using those glutes and those hamstrings to pull you up. So I'm in my seated position. You see I have my nipples before my nose in line with my crotch. I'm a little forward from the hips so I feel the weight in the heels. You can see I have my ankle and knee in line here. We're going to want to keep that in line. You push center heel, inhale as you go down, you see. Now when I pull with the heel, I'm going to pull with the heel just till the ankle's over the knee. I don't want to go too far. So hold the stick there nice and tight, look straight ahead, inhale as you go down, push with the heels, now pull with the heels, right there. Now you see you want to have your low back arched all the time, so you don't want to push with the heel and let this go down and pull like so. We want to keep this nice posture. You're actually pushing with the heel and the butt is pushing that bar back, and then blow out on the way up. Inhale on the way down, blow out on the way up. Push with the heel, pull with the heel. And that is bar behind butt. The next exercise I'm going to show you is called the can opener. I call this the can opener because we're actually opening up that rotator cuff. We're stretching these muscles in the front, strengthening the rotator cuff in the back, and really stretching out the whole shoulder girdle. So now what we do is we take the same stick, bring it over our head. See, my palms are forward here, and I'm going to bring this stick right below my shoulder blades. If I have it right below my shoulder blades, I'm in my proper posture. You can see my hands are level with my nipples. Now if I have my hands too far out, they're not. If I'm dropped down, they're definitely not. So we want to get it right below the shoulder blade. We don't want it too high. Then look what I look like. I'm all scrunched up. We don't want it too low. Right below the shoulder blades, because we're going to open up this area and stretch out. Let me show you what it looks like from the back. We're going to take our stick right below the shoulder blades. You see that? We don't want it too high. We don't want it too low. Right below the shoulder blades. You could probably feel everything stretching right now. I'm sure of it. This is even a wrist and forearm stretch. This is going to help you with your elbow pain and everything else, your carpal tunnel, whatever you're suffering from, shoulder-wise, neck-wise, headache-wise. Here we go. So now we're in the can opener position, and we want to just open up that shoulder girdle. So what I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in. As you blow out, push those elbows forward. You're actually digging that stick into the bottom of your shoulder blade. And then exhale. Inhale and blow it out as you push the stick forward. Inhale. Blow it out. Push the elbows forward. See, all these exercises are breathing exercises also. I talked to you about holding up that rib cage. This is actually stretching those muscles. These muscles are actually getting stimulated to be stronger and play a more active role in your core posture. Okay, let me show you this from the side. We're going to take our stick right there below my shoulder blades. Take a nice deep breath in, blow it out. You see, I'm not rolling over the ball. I'm actually pushing my elbows forward, and it's opening up the can. Inhale, blow out, push the elbows forward. You see that? Inhale, blow out, pushing the elbows forward. I'm sure you can feel those stretching. That's the seated can opener. Now what I'm going to show you is the seated jockey stretch. That is the bar behind butt and the can opener mixed together. So you can see I'm starting to get more and more advanced with the movements. We're still going to take our stick. We're still in the seated position because we're learning how to still use our built-in chair here to hold our thorax up, and then we'll move to the standing position. So this next exercise is called the jockey stretch. Seated jockey stretch. I'm going to take the stick right into the can opener position. So I want to be holding this can opener position the whole time with my elbows forward. But now I'm going to take a nice deep breath in as I use my heels to push my butt back. Inhale, and then I blow out, pull with the heels. Keep that can opener. Make sure that low back is arched the whole time. Inhale, push with the heels. Blow out, pull with the heels. We don't want to pull too far because it's going to pull our back. Pull our back flat. Let me show you what this looks like from the side. I call this the seated jockey stretch because you're actually in the movement like a jockey would do. Alright, we're in our can opener. Hold it nice and tight. You see here, my knees over my ankle. When I push, I'm going to push here. I'm going to push here. You see my feet don't really move. Then I pull just to the heel. I don't want to pull too much. Look what happens to my back. And then it takes the pull off of here. And I don't want to let my low back get flat. We want that low back arch. See, for my low back to be arched, I got to be here. My chest has to be high. Think of those posture cues. Here we go. Jockey stretch. We got the can opener right below the shoulder blades. We're up nice and tall. I'm going to inhale as I go down. Push with the heel. Pull with the heel. Inhale. Push. Pull. The seated jockey stretch.